Hello, stream. It's me. Okay. Um, we're now on episode 5, day 3 investigation. Um, there's only there's 4 more parts left to this episode. So I'm probably gonna finish it tomorrow night. Unless this is like super long. Oh yeah, I should switch over from this mode to the game mode. Or I actually start this. Oh. Okay. Waiting for my monitor to refresh. There we go. Let the selected save. Okay. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dart killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dart convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dart's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do? What did you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you... Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. Okay, let's talk about this. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture. Cat, what are you trying to do? Where are you going? Bye.
Ape bread. Cat cam.
Cat cam. No, he didn't want to be here anymore. He was sitting behind me the whole time, so I couldn't lean back.
Spoon. Thunderbolts and lightning?
Thunderbolts and lightning. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Ignorant spoon.
Edgeworth?
Very, very frightening.
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's why it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor
Ignorant
girl.
spoon. Jalade
Did it just read that? Like, did that just Romanize that? I don't remember how that sounds. I haven't studied Korean in a very long time. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. And find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. Oh, that was Phoenix's voice. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why, then, would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, he was being chased by a prosecutor? Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Ignorant
because the
spoon.
detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale yet. Is there anything else I can show her that would be, like, interesting? Oh. Mr. Edgeworth is so kind, giving us something like this. Hey, you don't think he likes me, do you? you okay, Emma? Mr. Wright, hurry, run! Chew! Here, I'll wipe those fingerprints off your face. Might as well wipe my dignity away, too, while you're at it. This stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say. How much? I'd say about $10 per gram. I save up my allowance to buy it. Your allowance? Does your sister give you that? Yes. Well, we don't have parents. Right. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I just take the allowance myself.
Ignorant spoon. She's a child.
It seems everything is
Ignorant
somehow related
spoon.
to this incident.
Leave her alone.
Don't bully children. What was it labeled again? The SL9 incident? Yes. The name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. All that's left is to figure out just what role everyone plays in this case. If we search hard enough, I think we'll find our answers. What exactly did or didn't Lana do? I'm not sure I want to know everything. We owe our entire success in court today to this tape. At first, I thought it was a joke, but it turned out to be a goldmine of evidence. I counted a total of 5 clues in it. It also gave the Blue Badger some publicity. Of the negative sort, that is. This fingerprint was left on the locker when Marshall was stashing his bloody coat. I guess that blood wasn't Mr. Goodman's after all. Nope. Just that of an overly zealous patrolman. So, there wasn't a murder at the police department at 5:15 in the end. I wonder what's gonna happen to Officer Marshall now. This jar's pretty fragile. It looks like it's about to break apart. What do you mean, about to? It's already broken. I meant again. This piece was found in Detective Goodman's evidence locker. That means this is somehow related to that other incident. There's only one number left to check out. That's right. We now know the other numbers aren't related to the murder. 7777 777. An executive officer. 7777 7777. I believe that's 1 7 too many. We can't find out whose number this is unless we have some incriminating evidence. It's gonna be hard to dig up by tomorrow. This photograph, Miss Starr must have been seeing things. And photographing things? This proves Miss Skye was there at the scene of the crime. She is connected to the crime somehow, but how? Okay. Unless there's any new dialogue, I think I'm gonna move on.
Ignorant spoon. 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,717.
It's 7 sevens, by the way. If you have 8 sevens, it's too many sevens. And that's entirely too many sevens. Detention center. Okay. Lana!
Ignorant
Mr.
spoon.
Wright.
77,777,717.
It seems like I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana. Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one, 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana, what the witness, Miss Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall, and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place, when he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So, he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Chief Deputy Deputy Chief Gant, and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run into the scene, Lana. It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. Drake. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seemed Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a mere minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her. After all, her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm? I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office, the site of the final SL9 murder. Okay. Oops. Okay, so she's not gonna discuss shit with me. Unless, wait, can I... No. Okay, fine. Fine. Whatever. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should've known my luck would run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Ignorant spoon. Please hide the cactus.
I did. The cactus is now inside of a greenhouse. There's 2 cacti. They're both inside of a greenhouse. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. Murder weapon? You mean that switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of that knife was not a perfect match for the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there's a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are y'all looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother. The day that the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years had gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. The star was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something for him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Sky. Okay. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second in command, Lance Sky. And a second command, Lance Guy. Okay. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planted everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. he puts that entire thing in his mouth. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Okay. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and with the decision about what to do, about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media and tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going around than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway in the other building to take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. So this is the police mascot, is it? Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Well, the dancing Blue Badger is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter and she burst into tears. Don't show her the movie Mock outside, then you'll give her nightmares. Okay. I think all that dialogue is exactly the same. Chief's office. New place! Yay! Whoa. Where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bog. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. Look at that paper he was reading in his desk. Oh, righto. Have you been swimming lately? No I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. Add it to the court record.
A paper vase.
I actually didn't see that. I saw something else. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. all the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
Ignorant spoon. Vampire.
Now, hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over with yet, after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean, like, a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. No one's here today, not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Hold on. Go here first. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor's kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth has not only that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work! Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime, my treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Okay, I will remember to do that after I do this. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. A businessman? What made him take to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident? An accident, yes. But it transformed him into an animal. An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the incident. Accident. Then he killed and a kid walked by, so he killed him too. Then when he was burying the bodies, a jogger came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in. Seems he was a pretty careless criminal. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. What a fucking bitch. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness. AKA Emma. About this. Hey, is that? Has a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it has fingerprints on it, too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look at it to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it?
Ignorant spoon. A knife.
A knife! No! The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it, inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Stabbed in the back, died from a puncture of the heart and lung. The knife tip was in the wound. Switchblade knife update in the court record. Well, there you have it in a nutshell.
Ignorant spoon.
That's all I know.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. It's not money, but it does concern
Toxic
the chief.
underscore bro 18.
His office is
He's
a crime
Marissa
scene,
Palm
right?
Champ.
Hi. It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? But, if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with a breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh. Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind. What do I have that would change his mind? I probably don't have it yet, I'm guessing, because... No. Okay, let's,
Ignorant spoon. Show him Nick Dick.
Nick Tick. Present badge. Detective! Here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Let's go to the underground parking lot now, and to here. Hi, prosecutor's office. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be right back, because I'm going to get more water. And high. More high. And I'm going to get a Nimo bar as well, so I'll be right back. Full screen camera. Nope, not that one. That's the wrong thing. Okay. BRB.
Ignorant spoon. 420 prosecutor's office.
Okay, hi, I'm back. It's me. I'm just gonna eat some of this Nanaimo bar, and then I'll get right back to the game. Oh my god, it just fucking fell apart. What the heck? Damn it.
Ignorant spoon. Hi, back. I'm Dad.
Terrible.
Ignorant spoon. Warning, warning, warning.
Warning, Canadian treats being consumed. Okay, that was delicious. Everyone, finish your water and get more water.
Ignorant spoon. That means they have the devil's grass in them. Kep
No.
underscore Canada. This is not a drill. Nobody panic. Marissa is just eating a Nanaimo bar.
Yo, I love Nanaimo bars so much. The grocery store I normally go to doesn't have them, and they were there yesterday, and I was like, oh my god. And I grabbed a
Kep underscore
entire package
Canada.
of them.
They are very good.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the game. There we go. And my monitor's gonna disappear and come back. Screen, come on.
Ignorant spoon. The sleeping
go.
pills I took made me super thirsty. I've been thirsty all day.
Aw. Yeah. Double your water. Okay. Hi, Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is. Hey, it looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? You think he was writing fan fiction about him and Phoenix Wright? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around.
Ape
What's
bread.
another allegation
Yes.
to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Okay. Check out this dialogue. Actually, do you want to present him a bunch of shit and see what he has to say?
Ape bread.
Right,
Hide
please.
his
I'm
real
the prosecutor on
feelings
this
in the
case.
fan FIC.
I've already read. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's, first of all, obviously, I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out, okay? Hey, Edgeworth! Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window over there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet. Didn't even look. What? Letter of If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says, letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean. I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died. But, Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for any... Edgeworth's discarded letter of resignation. He's serious. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes.
Ignorant spoon.
It's polished so high, I can see my own reflection. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. He won such a prestigious award. Why would he just leave it on the couch? Yeah, you'd think he'd want to show this thing off to more than that. Yeah, you'd think he'd want to show this thing off more than that giant steel samurai. What is it? This is the King of Prosecutors Award, right? Of course it is. You know that. I saw something today that looked like this.
Ignorant
somewhere.
Spoon. That desk needs more asses. Like the Blue Corp CEO or whatever.
I agree. It does. Definitely needs more asses. Wait, hold on. I might have to fix my hair. Okay. Okay, yeah. I saw something today that looked like this somewhere. Something that looked like that. Yeah, only different. Now, where was that? She's right. Something's amiss here. Maybe I should show Edgeworth that item. Wait. Have I examined this in front of him yet? My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. To be or not to be? Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. To every cloud, there is a silver lining. Wendy. Was this the same message that was here yesterday?
Ignorant spoon. Drink.
Oh, man. Okay, let's talk to Edgeworth. Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I can do to erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. Mr. Edgeworth, I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Are you up for the trial tomorrow? First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. What is that face? Look at his smug face there. Oh, this is great. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on a trial.
Ah, pay bread.
Ah, his love
Yeah,
face.
it was so cute. Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd. After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at that time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture. Something seems strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
Aaron 10 0.
That's right.
Aaron type. Aaron type. Aaron type. Aaron type.
Thank you.
Edro 71.
Hi.
Rate.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to my stream.
Kep_Canada. Raid hype.
Yay.
Edro 71. Aaron type. 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 Aaron type.
Okay.
Aaron 10 0. You're way further than me, LMAO.
Oh, I hope.
Aaron 10 0.
I hope that isn't.
Wow, that sounds horrible.
I hope this isn't spoilers then. I'm sorry.
Edro 71. How now, brown cow? Aaron 10 0. So sorry for the emote spam.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay.
Ignorant spoon. Laughing face.
Okay. Let's present this first.
Kep_Canada. Lol.
You know, it wouldn't hurt if you put this up somewhere, like on a shelf maybe.
Aaron
That
10
has
0.
no meaning for me anymore.
Yeah, I'm a hop out, but I'm a leave you
mean
on lurk.
anymore.
Have a good stream.
Thank you so much.
Edro 71. I am gonna have fun with this.
That's who I was last year. What good is it to dwell on the past? He's asking me? Why can't he just accept it graciously? Actually, something's been troubling me about this shield. Look, do you notice anything different? Different? Yeah, don't you remember the other shield in the court record? I guess I'd better present the other shield. Let's go do that. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Edro 71.
Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding? It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now. Remember what? That was the official prosecutor's trophy. That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. A story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. Okay. The King of Prosecutors trophy. Also, I just realized my text-to-speech is, busted. Sometimes it goes on and off, and I don't know, it's been
Edro
happening more
71.
recently.
It outsmarted me. Ignorant spoon. Lol, it broke right there. LOL.
Okay,
Ignorant
there we go.
spoon. Where da hose it? Edro 71. It doesn't know where da hose is it. Ignorant spoon. It'll come back in a
The
second.
hose.
3.
Where's the hose? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why didn't you tell it, though? You know, for Emma's sake. Very well.
Edro 71.
Long
T-Pain butt,
ago
T-Pain
in the
butt.
kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant.
Edro 71.
One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very description of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize... Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield? You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished. Chief Gant. Trophy updated. Okay. I feel like there was something else I needed to present to him, but I don't remember what it was. Unless it was just the same item. Can I present this to him? No. They say where there's smoke, there's fire. Apparently, I was so caught up in the smoke, I lost sight of the truth. Edgeworth. The others are right. I have no right to serve as a prosecutor. But Mr. Edgeworth, you were only doing your job. I've always made up my own decisions about what I can or
Ignorant
cannot
spoon.
do.
Show him your badge.
That hasn't changed. Forgiving myself is something I cannot do. Uh-oh. I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything? Okay, yes, I will show him my badge. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet, a clear path is laid out before me. I have no time to look back on what might have been. There. You happy? I showed my badge. Can I show the blue badger to him? Does he have a dialogue off? No. Please. Okay. Okay. Let's move. Let's go to the underground parking lot. Yay! Excuse me.
Ignorant spoon. Show him your badger. The blue badger.
Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Ignorant spoon.
Star. I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kinda like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. That person must be living in the future. Still, that was such a weird fucking line. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case
Runaway
was
turtles.
due for transfer.
WTF.
This can't all be attributed to mere
Ignorant
coincidence.
What's her name, Loose Lips Lunch Lady?
Her name is Angel. Wait, can I move the other? Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness. The instant Lana stubbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. The star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates
Ignorant
back
spoon.
to 2 years ago.
Angel is a girl's name.
Okay.
Ape bread.
Angel should voice her lines.
Yeah.
Ignorant spoon. What's her nickname, though?
Oh, the cough up queen. The cough up queen's her nickname. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think he was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy.
Ignorant spoon. I was close.
Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell. You mean because of his brother's death? They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lana Skye. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana. And Chief Gant. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. You mean, with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious from the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Mostly without even so much as an explanation. Then, Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used? Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana in command. Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. His magnetism? By that, I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean... Oh, yes. There were rumors about him, even back then. No one dared confront him, though. I take it she's talking about forged evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh, yes. Myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall? When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as though she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr... That's why. I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Lana transferred from the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, and thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief... That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as a chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one can stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. Last. Finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star. You listened to me, Rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. I don't have anything else to tell you. Okay. Miss Star, the only thing I can give you now is a poppy seed rice set. Talk about cheap. Eat this, and maybe you'll be able to tell black from white in court tomorrow. Okay, I guess I can't present anything else to her then. Department, maybe... yeah. Police station. Criminal Affairs Department. Okay. Let me just drink some water. Let's try to get into that fucking office. Oh, you're back. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. Okay. What about if I show him this? What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they've pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective? That's it. I've made up my mind. But... here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So, at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective. Thank you. That was easy. Okay, back to the chief's office. What's he hiding? Here goes, Mr. Wright. Beep. in! If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Ah! Ah! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came to. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Why would you do that? Hey, don't do that to my card. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. I've got a bad feeling about this. Oh gosh, okay. That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yeah, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. That's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk? No one except Chief Gant, and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining, right? Can I ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? This is one of the SL9 crime scenes? I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that. Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? Oh, okay. So what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet. There you go, ignoring me again. Okay, let's do some examining. Sure, let's start on this side. You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor from here, at first the chief wanted to use stained glass from this window. Really? Why didn't he? He said he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Oh. Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. You don't have any taxes to pay. Shh. Be careful of what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in his armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. Poor Gumshoe. Oh wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier... Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. Put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. A list of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name. Huh? SL9 incident. Wonder what this is doing here. Hold on. Detective, what did you just say? I said, I wonder what... No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long? That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. A half-size list of evidence. This list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. List of evidence was ripped in half, so this part is all I've got. Oh, wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. We found this inside the drawer. A list of evidence from this SL9 incident. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list. What would this list be doing here? We'd better look a little more into this list. Okay, let's look at this fucking gigantic-ass organ. The chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. It's on the 2nd floor, and it's the 15th floor of an entirely different building. When a detective screws up, the chief calls him to his office and makes him listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except for the ringing in their ears. So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's beside the point. This was taken on that day 2 years ago. The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma. After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here, and then went along with Chief Gant to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later. Gee, you think? This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her, or in memory of the crime, I wonder? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf. Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park. Oh. She didn't even take it with her to her new office! No! Poor Emma. Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside. This is the 15th floor. I know, I was just saying. Saying what? Ever since being a detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. Note to self. Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams. So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired. Don't say that! Dark. This mark looks like some kind of flower. Or it is, it's designed after the insignia on the prosecutor's badge. Prosecutor's badge? Yeah, like the one hanging from your collar. What? They have badges too? The design's supposed to portray the severity of the punishment system. Now that you mention it, it does look all pointy and kind of painful. But Mr. Edgeworth never wears a badge. That's because he's a sharp dresser. A badge like that wouldn't go too well with his outfit. So, sharp dressers don't need to wear badges? I guess everyone just kind of lets it slide. I don't see how that's supposed to signify severe punishment. Okay, let's go look at the I guess the safe is probably the last thing in here. I was saving it for last because I didn't know if I would get kicked out of this area after opening it. This is a safe. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered into this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I might just know what that is. Hey guys, do you guys know what it is? Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date? It's...
Paper 1,111,111.
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. Seven, 777. Code confirmed. Access granted. Bingo. Actually, you know what? I probably should have fingerprinted that. What number did you enter? Whose birthday was that, pal? 7777. 777. The final ID card number on that record. What?
Paper.
That's actually what I thought you needed to do, lol.
No, it's 7 sevens.
That's not enough.
It's 7 sevens. Everyone keeps saying 8 sevens, but it's 7. What? The number on the mysterious executive officer who entered that room that day. You mean... 5, 6, no. 777777? That ID... Sorry. 777777. That ID number?
Paper.
I think you're 1 7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number. Say, anyone care to look inside? Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away? Oh, look, it's a shard from a broken cup. Somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here, too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. This is a handprint, isn't it? Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so. Oh, well, it was just a thought. Is that it? Is that all there was in the safe? Apparently so. It's empty now. piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cup. They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove that they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
Ape bread. Show him that face.
Let's show him that vase! Bitch! Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Huh, those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Ignorant spoon. Show him your
Does
badge.
this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found? This one? That was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. Oh! Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. How do I fit the piece inside there? Man. Is that... hold on. No, it was already... was it already the way it had to be? No. Here we go. There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. Ah. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But... hey, guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just attached? It's different from the others. There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line. That's blood. I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Okay. What else do I have to do here? That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came in here? Yeah, it looks like the right side of the form's been torn off. So, Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half the whole thing. Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of that form, pal. The back? Oh, shit. I wonder what this is. It looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I better not forget about this picture. Damn. That's not... okay, now I'm, like, curious. Can I flip? Is there other stuff that I can look at and, like... No. Can't do it with anything else. Okay. Oh. No. Nothing exciting, just there's nothing there at all. Name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. I've already read this. Okay. Yep. Yabba dabba. Okay. Is there anything else I can examine in here? Hold on. Some water. Okay, oops. No, I'm actually gonna save because I haven't in a while. Can I fingerprint? Hold on. Oops, no. Where's Gumshoe? Can I use... Hold on, I want to use the fingerprinting set on, like, the vase. Oh. That's a Gumshoe. I'd like to have you take a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, Detective. Whoa. Are you okay? Cat? Oh. What's up? Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe. Oh, haha. I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away. What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Which one's clearest, do you think? It's probably this one. Spreading this all over the place. Blow. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Like this one? Let's do the middle finger. Nice! Oh, I didn't dust it enough. Okay, whose fingerprint is this? Oh, it's Emma's. Yeah, it's Emma's. Shit. How's she gonna feel about this? Uh-oh, guys. No! How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints. Hey, you. Over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Piece of cloth folded and added to the court record. Well, was I any help? Of course! Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Now, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Ah! Chief Gant. We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run straight into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Do you mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you all to leave.
Oh no.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID card on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now, get out.
I'll pay bread.
No.
Yes, sir. No, Gumshoe. We'll be on our way too, then. Wait. You, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. Me, sir? I'd like a word with you. But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet. You, with the spiky hair, you're free to go. Mr. Wright!
I'll pay bread.
Run, he's a bad man.
Shit. Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. Oh, why is she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, you listen to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. Later, pal. Later, pal. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions. So, she'll be busy for the rest of the day. I see. So the chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful fucking thing. Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring him. I'm rather jealous. Seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced, you know something. No one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna examine the security guard in case there's a different thing. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He seems frozen in place, cowering under this room's oppressive atmosphere. Cat cam! Hey, baby. Keeping quiet. I have to admit I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence.
Bread.
Cat cam.
That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. So, you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask is this person you're speaking of? The one I am supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name? Take that! Well, Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, you are addressing the Chief Prosecutor. Do not forget your place. Take it she's still not ready to spill the beans. My apologies. Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, these are serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was... me. I had access because I was second in command of that investigation. Yes, you. But also one other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. I mean, he didn't have... Take that! Let's say this. I just found this in a safe in the chief's office. This jar piece, and this piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touché, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder. Why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. The murder of Detective Goodman. Or, perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's a more accurate than cooperate. Although I cannot tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. Find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Just as I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body. A murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. When I found the body, this was the knife stuck in it. A knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So I took it out and stabbed him with another knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes. It seemed that I got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then she saw me just as I plunged the knife in. A star, huh? Why did you need to hide Darth's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that, by whatever means possible. So, you hid Dark's knife. The weapon used to stab the detective was evidence in Joe Dark's case. If word got out, which it would, the reporters would have a field day with that. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edward's exhaust pipe. Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler. You asked Emma? I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. A bad feeling? The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. A phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for the SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seemed that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own. Oh, you mean not wanting the case to die. He decided to take things into his own hands. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card, but it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, any remaining doubts he had must have disappeared. So, your phone call caused the incidents in the evidence room? I am afraid that's all I can tell you. But Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a detective attorney, You've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow. Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana's demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued. Save. That was a 2-hour part of that case. Damn. Wow. Okay. There are 3 more parts of this case, and I don't know if any of them are as long as that was. I was hoping to finish this game on Thursday, but we'll see. We'll see how, if I end up, like, getting super into it, and then do 3 parts of this case at once. Yeah. So let me save this first. Yes. Final day. Trial former. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back on tomorrow with Ace Attorney at 11 p.m. and also tomorrow at 5 p.m. with Cuphead. Cool. Okay. Put my goodbye message up here. Oops. And I'm gonna roll credits. So, I hope this works this time.
Ape Bread.
Nights.
Okay.
Runaway Turtles.
Bye.
Night.